from a long slumber. Heart pumping, sounded like loud thunder. Rising from my bed, feeling stronger than Paul Bunyan. A gush of wind hits my cheek. In a blink of an eye, unveiling hidden history. It's the awakening. An alchemical sacred state within. Came from sin, now my path is straight like light from a laser pen. Used to focus on all that negative. Psychological war, now peace is my medicine. Pulling back the covers, a jump from the mattress. Face to face with destiny, finding law of attraction. Now life is changing and I'm awakened from hibernation. Raging like a grizzly bear coming from out the cave. I'm saying I'm feeling so alive. Fell asleep but I knew that when I opened my eyes I could see it clearly. All the games they play, no I'm not the same. I'm awake now. Finally out of that coma, living my life before it's all over. Now I'm awake now, playing my cards right, staying up all day and all night. Singing mantras like opera singers at concerts. Feeling honored like actor scholars receiving Oscars. Instead of vodka, sipping water, kombucha and kava. Assalamu alaikum to the older soprano macabre. Why I walk around blind, ignorant to truth? End up crooked like a smile with a missing tooth. Playing with fire, yo, you're bound to get burnt. There's a bigger purpose why we all came down to this earth. Let's just elevate consciousness in every metropolis. From the poor, impoverished to the Oval Offices. Whether Christian, Muslim or Hindu, gotta live in love just to get through. Taking off like rocket fuel missiles, it's official, I'm saying I'm feeling so alive. Fell asleep but I knew that when I opened my eyes I could see it clearly. All the games they play, no I'm not the same. I'm awake now, finally out of that coma, living my life before it's all over. Now I'm awake now, playing my cards right, staying up all day and all night. This is forever and ever, no momentary bliss. Food for the soul, a spiritual culinary dish. Taking you on an out of ordinary trip. Moral support's important as we go into this global shift. In this together, freely just like the breeze. Forgiving when we mess up, embracing divinity. This is our time now. Excellence is our birthright. Pushing the pedal, no stop for no turnpikes. Now ain't no time to wait. Find the key to that gate. So I hit the block, connecting the dots. Fell asleep, but now awake. I'm telling y'all that we cannot fall. Gotta stay involved, cause they be lying and you put it up on the news while intending for you to conform. But now I'm feeling so.
Welcome to the party, friends. It's gonna be lit. Yeah, you're here, I'm here, you're gonna invite friends, we're gonna rise up like Jedi and save the world. Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen, folks. Sounds grandiose? Sounds delusional? Well, it's not. Would you believe me if I told you that I've been holding the codes for the Great Activation, the Great Awakening, since 2013? I have. And I have been trying desperately to get them to you because it's going to change the tide of this whole reality. So in order to do that, I have to tell you about you. And the truth about you is so incredibly good and amazing, it might sound too good to be true. So what I'm going to do right now is give you a visual proof of just how powerful you actually are when you're properly trained. I'm going to do this by showing you that we can amplify the ability to heal our bodies and minds with our minds. And I'm going to do this by holding my hand in a fire staff flame for anywhere between 7 to 13 seconds without burning. Yep, all you need to know rolling into these shows is that what you see is what you get. It's real raw footage, no fakery. I'm not burning. And it's all powered by love. So what you see is what you get here, folks, and really think about what you're seeing, because technically it's defying the physics of fire. Enjoy the show.
Yeah. Whoa, look at that. Did you see the screen right now?
In a past time, and I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time.
That is how powerful you actually already are. Now let's take a quick look at how powerful we are when we unify our minds. This is me asking my old soul friends for some help manifesting some much needed rain out here in the desert. Here's what happened about 5 hours later.
Hi friends, so this is going to be a fun live. If you go back on my wall a couple posts, look for the picture of the angels pouring out rain, you will see that about this afternoon I asked my friends for help in manifesting some rain out here in the desert because it's drier than a popcorn fart. And a few hours later, we're having a bit of a thunderstorm. Yeah, actually just got the flash flood warning on my phone. So what I want to talk to you about, y'all, is collective consciousness. We can actually affect reality on a very, very big scale simply through our focused, collected, unified thoughts. Yep, friends, that is very, very real and supposed to be really impossible. I hate to do this, but I'm the only one here. Normally I would have somebody else explain it, but it's just me. That's not supposed to be possible. Human skin is supposed to burn upon contact within 1 to 1.5 seconds. That's how powerful you actually are. So yes, this is my birthday party, but also surprise, it is your surprise birthday party too. Oh yeah, folks, I'm going to give you a quick overview of some things that I'm then going to explain in further depth down on the thread. I want to keep this clip fairly short to get as many people in as possible because I'm about to give you next level information. So things like, hey, your brain right now, according to science and math, is 1,000,000 times more powerful than a supercomputer. That's going to be a fun one because learning how to spin this light sword or something as simple as a broomstick will show you how to upgrade the operating system of your brain, manually engage the power of your subconscious mind as a secondary drive. Learning how to spin this light sword, or something as simple as a broomstick, is going to show you how to upgrade the operating system of your brain and put that vast power into play. It's all hidden in the subconscious, and that is surprisingly easy to activate. That conversation will be called Kung Flow. Look for the big Kung Flow logo in that thread, and that will explain everything. But friends, your brain is literally 1,000,000 times more powerful than a supercomputer. We all got slapped with a slave operating system riddled with intentionally installed malware and limiting self-belief programs. Kung Flow is going to make all that go away. Those are the techniques that you use to amplify your natural healing factors, purely through the power of your mind. Yeah, and it's going to be super fun, folks, because you're going to be engaging your subconscious mind as a secondary drive. That's the one that does 120 trillion operations every single second. Yeah, it's just, I've been trying to get this information to you since 2010. So if I look like Tom Cruise jumping up and down on the couch, it's because I can finally give this to you. Oh, friends, you're going to get hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of next level health and wellness tips. First and foremost, I am a healer. My passion in life is PTSD and addiction and recovery. But because proper nutrition and especially hydration are such a big part of that, I went just absolutely full spectrum across the spectrum of everything that I could find out about what is actually good for us and what legal things are actually horrible for us. So I'm going to be a wealth of resources there in helping with people not take unknown research chemicals. I went to the best college possible for unknown research chemicals. I spent 10 years at Burning Man. We have a lot to talk about there. So, friends, also, you're going to have a moment where you have your own Neo from the Matrix moment where it's like not making sense, it's not making sense. And then all of a sudden it just starts unlocking and you're like, whoa, I didn't even know I could do this. And that's because your subconscious mind has kicked on in a new way. But here's the good part, folks. Was not kidding in the slightest about holding the activation codes for the Great Awakening. Oh, friends, I'm just going to like crop dust the top of this here. You got to dive deep because it's hyper complex. Hopefully I made it simple enough to understand, but it's next level, folks. Okay. So within the Lightworker Anon Patriot movement, pretty much everybody is using the numbers 1111 and 17, and they're noticing a ton of 27s. And this is super exciting to me because I've been trying to get you those codes since 2013. Oh yeah, folks, the 1111 thing started for me in 1999. The 27s are just ridiculously over the top starting in 2003. That whole story will be posted below. It is bonkers crazy, but for once in this effed up Hunger Games, the weirds are ever in your favor, because I'll just go ahead and give you the 1111 code solution right now. If you track the etymology of the word 11 past the Proto-Germanic into the Norse territories, one of the definitions is literally angel. Yep, it's just that simple, folks. When you see 1111 on the clock, it's literally saying, wake up, angel, wake up, angel. And so imagine that right now the whole world that I inhabit as far as my friend set is all jacked up and gassed up on these numbers, and I've been trying to get them all to you. It's been serious suppression, folks. It has been a living hell out here and intense AF in ways that I shan't go into. So what I'm going to do here is cover just a quick list of things to get you excited about going on the thread below, because what I want you to do here, folks, is I want you to help me turn this into a big ass party. One of my bucket list items I didn't know I wanted until recently is, will you help me build this thread up into like the biggest thread ever on Facebook? Because there are so many people out there in the world who already identify and know that they're angels and Jedi, and we want to bring those people here. The Lightworkers were absolutely right about every single thing, as were the Anons. Those are the same exact group. Even if you're the most mainstream truck driving guy down the street, you might be an angel or the reincarnation of an ancient Egyptian Jedi. This is where it gets lit, folks. Remember, this is the sword that is designed to help you heal PTSD. Imagine my surprise when 7 years after I thought I invented it, I find out it's already carved all over ancient Egypt by an order of ancient Egyptian mystical knights called the Djedi. Yep, here's how you know. Their symbol is carved all over ancient Egypt. It's called a Djed pillar. That's it. Looks a lot like a light sword, doesn't it? Well, here's the funny thing. It is. That is technically the schematic for a pile battery in a modern electronic circuitry board. True story. So if you make that same shape out of the right kinds of metals in real life, that lights up. If you add lemon juice. Yep. So that goes so much deeper. Like, that is just the beginning of an extremely labyrinthine set of rabbit holes. But for once, these go up and there's nothing scary in there. It's all fun, because you are going to find out that you are either an incarnated angel or a Jedi. And so many of you are about to find out this is not your first planet. This is not your home world. Yeah, you're just consider it a case of amnesia for your own best benefit. I'll explain why later. But Yeah, you're literally part of an elite team of rescue techs here to unfuck this reality. And what I want you to know up front is that when I use the term light worker, please do not confuse me with the fake fluffy yoga pants light workers, gas light workers. That's not me. I'll say, fuck, I used to be a college football player. I've been a bar bouncer. We need to be more alpha within our actions as a nation right now. And boy, this is going to be fun, folks, because people are going to start popping awake left and right. And so many people have had the exact same awakening experience that I did in about 2005, and we all had it independently. So this is on your possible list, folks. And there's so much we need to cover. Also, this sword is already a $3 billion industry. Provable because that's about how many lightsabers get sold. Theirs pretty much all suck for anything other than looking and sounding cool. And these are the only ones that are able to do this, but then do that, and still be able to kick it old school with no problems. So, friends, we have so much to talk about in these subthreads. Beneficial aliens. If we unify, we can invite them in, and then that heals all the people who made questionable decisions. So we want to calm down for that. The number one thing I can tell you right now as a nation, and I've been studying this problem from the inside for quite some time. Another subthread, I was born into the royal blue blood, elite Masonic Scottish Rite lineage. Yay. So, yeah, that's a crazy, interesting story. If you're an RH negative, you need to get in on that conversation. Hope you like dragons. That will definitely not be here. One of the big asks right now is to send people over to Gab so I can get off of here. As a birthday present, will you please help me build community over on Gab so that I don't have to do this conversation and I can share with you the rest of the plans for the Great Awakening and a proven plan to unify like Jedi. And friends, here's how good it is. It's a social scene called Jedi Generation. And what you do is get people together under the agreement that we're all going to show up like Jedi with the requisite level of integrity and energy and effort and honor and care and compassion and protectiveness and all that. It was going great. It worked so well, it was torn down personally by Rockefellers. Yep, we have a long conversation there, but that's how good this is. This isn't me being cute here. This is actually the logo of that program that I designed to unify America like Jedi in 2013. 2 days after I started filming the video about all the crazy synchronicities with this symbol and how it goes back to ancient Atlantis, much to my surprise, because I had already found out the tattoo that I got 15 years ago also goes back to ancient Atlantis. And that was where the Jedi lived before Egypt. Oh, I'm going to prove this all out, folks. It's easy. It's easy. And then after that, they went into Persia and became the Hashashin. If you know the game Assassin's Creed, you want in on this. Seriously, if you have played the Assassin's Creed game, you know more about what's going on than pretty much anybody. Yeah, and all the numbers are woven in there. You need to see that. So they also talk about solar flares in there, and that's a crucial conversation, folks. We're getting blasted and microwaved right now, and almost no one knows it, and we're super edgy because of it, and that makes us crazy. And so we need to love more, and we need to love more in order to starve out the interdimensional psychic vampires that are feeding on our conflict. That's going to play out too. If anybody mocks me, feel free to have them meet me in a live stream debate. Won't be losing any of those. So friends, these are the kind of things we have to cover. But there are so many solutions for everything. And even if we just unified America like Jedi by letting people know there was definitely a divide and conquer campaign set against us, we're fighting each other when we know aliens are real. That's a bad idea. The good news is that the good ones are in place, the cavalry has decanted, and so we are able to now rise up as Americans and actually change the whole course of everything. So you, my American friend, know that we currently control the fate of the world. What we do here ripples everywhere out. Yeah, so we have to step up and start doing the right thing, which happily is loving more. Yep, you want to get rid of interdimensional psychic vampires. The most expedient way is actually, in fact, love. I've heard that they starve out anywhere from like 2 days to after that, but I know that they will starve out, or at minimum get bored and leave you alone. If you're having a problem with a demon who's not telekinetic, or you're not in a threat of violence, just lecture them. Yeah, it's amusing, but just if you're physically safe to do so. It is extremely amusing, and then you're training a demon. That's a whole merit badge participation trophy you want. Oh, we have so much, folks. And just remember, folks, I know it sounds bad shit, but I know that I'm going to prove it all out, and we've got to talk about it, because you can't solve a problem unless you know you have a problem. And so the good news is that we're totally up to this. There's 2 billion of us are actually master souls incarnated onto the planet on a rescue mission. Seriously. So my request to you is to start tagging people that fit that description. And just tag them here and ask everybody to throw $1 at me. If you want to give me a testimonial in the thread to let people know who I am for the world, you'll say it better than I will. That would be great. But just tag 10 people, but especially tag people who have Ann in their name, A-N, Anna, tag David's, tag Michael's, tag Katie's, tag Michelle's, tag anybody with a key in their name, KY or KI. These are all key codes designed to help you remember your true origin. And friends, some of you are about to find out this is not your first rodeo, and it's not your first planet. You did not originate here. You incarnated in because you found out what was happening to the kids, and everybody sent their best. And it's a big galaxy, folks. There's 1 billion other stars. There was plenty of us to go around when we heard what was happening. So just know that you're part of a 2 billion force. And it's a really amazing group of people. And it's really going to be fun. Oh, friends, the military is in place now, which means I can finally launch this thing and wonder if I'm going to get taken out for it. And as we go along, folks, you'll find out, especially you old friends. I've been surprisingly high up on Her Majesty Hillary's bad Christmas list. So it's going to be some fun stories. Those obviously I can't have here, but I'll be speaking freely over on Gab, which is where none of y'all have ever heard me off leash. That's me running 7 filters and 700 megs of caffeine. So it's not an easy conversation to have here, but we'll make it easy over there. So for now, what I'm going to do is dump a bunch of next level stuff. Parents, this is going to be a great workout and critical thinking course and problem solving skills exercise for your kids. Boom, done, broomstick, you're ready to go. I'll dump a bunch of stuff in there. And so what I would like to ask you to do is just start tagging people and chatter and meet people and make friends and share information. I just found out about how amazing fulvic acid is. So somebody more knowledgeable, drop it in there. And let's just seriously turn this into a party and invite every single anon, because I'm going to post the video series that's going to show you how deep those number codes that everyone else is seeing are actually woven into reality all over in connections with movies about great awakenings. Yep, if you like Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, Assassin's Creed, Deadpool, X-Men, you name it, if it's good, the Bible, geometry, Nikola Tesla is all up in this. If you are a Nikola Tesla fan, you have the most exciting rabbit hole to run down with this. So I started seeing the number 327 in 2003. Cut to 15 years later, Nikola is now my hero for obvious reasons. And I find out that his favorite number was 327. Yeah, so get in on that story. And especially if you yourself have AN in your name, that's literally an abbreviation for angel. Okay, so friends, here is my birthday request of you. Please help me build this up into the biggest thread ever on Facebook. Yep, that's a bucket list item I didn't know I wanted. But it will be quite amusing if this thread does what I hope it does and becomes a party where really strong, brave, awake, aware people meet and connect so that we can unify America like Jedi. But also for you, my Facebook friends, and the friends that they knew enough to tag, welcome home, hero. Yeah, we can actually use this as a social scene. Feel free to use it as an appropriate dating platform. Meet people in real life. I have friends all over the world and all over America. And wouldn't it be nice to have an in-person friend who was playing on the same level of bravery that you are? So yeah, do that. Just chatter it up, keep it alive. But please start tagging people here. Because the big request here is to help me build a viral marketing campaign where we inspire 1 million people to send me a digital dollar. Yeah, that way I can keep the content free. You get all this next level information for $1, and then I'll have enough resources to keep things going and build out the business. And friends, lightsabers are already a $3 billion a year industry. And they're expensive, fragile, and don't do much other than look pretty and sound pretty. And they're like $800 for the good ones. These are a fitness tool that heals PTSD, so we will own all that market. By the way, these are only $200, but we can even get them lower than that. And friends, if you want to donate, one of the easiest ways to do that, and the best way to do that, is to go over to the Kung Flow page where you get Kung Flow for free. But then go to the Waylighter page and order the design schematic, and you'll immediately get sent back the exact same parts list that I use to build these swords and how to build them. And it'll take you like 5 minutes to put this together. Now that I've started learning you can cut the grips and still have them be super functional, anybody can make this. This is something you'll make in, like, when you get good at it, you can make one in 5 minutes. And so you can be making and selling these out of your apartment. But also you can get yourself a light sword so that you can go through Kung Flow and have fun learning on a really exciting light sword, which does just make it more fun. And it's a great fitness tool, and it is also a serious weapon. This is bulletproof glass. If you snap somebody's fingers from a distance, they're done. And it's really light. It weighs less than a pound, and it's about 1 inch around, so even if you have small hands, you'll be able to whip this around. So highly quality self-defense tool, great walking stick, and a great way to find other awake Jedi and angels. This is how we unify America like Jedi. I'll get into that into the thread. For now, the big ask is tag people, and please do tag everybody who's strong, but especially tag PTSD healers and metaphysical light worker types. Please type in @AN into a thread and just start tagging people, because those people over and over again will have their suspicions that they're an angel or a superhero or a Jedi confirmed. A lot of them already know it. So we just need to unify. We can start that process right here on this very birthday party thread. So just keep it bouncing, keep chattering away, make friends, drop cool information, and just keep tagging people in. It's going to be really, really fun. So I love you, and ask questions. If you have a health issue, I'm just going to be on this thread nonstop. So until we get fully ported over to Gab. Also, the big ask is go build a backup account on Gab so that as soon as I know I can get off here and the community is building over there, I'll go fully off leash. And friends, if you've seen me dismantle the dark side on Facebook, that is working with one tongue tied behind my back because I'm not allowed to say what I'm supposed to say. Won't be that way on Gab. So we're going to have a ton of fun, folks. Please just help me make this thread so fun that it just keeps bouncing and bouncing, and help me bring in 1 million people, because I need the help. And also I'm going to help a lot of people and give them tons of healing, which is what's important to me. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for the help. You're the best, and everything's about to flip. They said the best is yet to come. Well, the best is here now, because that's you. I love you all so very dearly. I'll see you in the future.